Your vote now, as the South Carolina Democratic presidential primary is only 1 month away, and the Republicans will follow suit a few weeks later. News 19's Nate Stanley joins us in studio with more on South Carolina's role in the upcoming 2024 election. Nate?
That's right, JR. We are just about 300 days away from the general election of 2024, and we are a month away from it all kicking off here in South Carolina. Experts I spoke to say it's as important as ever to get out and vote this year.
The activists on all sides say this is the most important election of your lifetime. You're going to hear that over and over again because this election, as of right now, it's expected to be a close one again.
A strong prediction for the upcoming 2024 presidential election from Chase Meyer, a politics professor from USC. This year will be the first time South Carolina will lead the nation for the Democratic primary election. It's something Jay Parmley, the executive director of the South Carolina Democratic Party, says is a huge honor.
The opportunity to go first, to be the first people who get to say, first voters who get a real say in the nominee of our party. It's a huge responsibility. It's an historic moment.
He says the primary that's scheduled for February 3rd will also have a huge say in how the rest of 2024 looks like for the party.
All of these visits just mean it energizes our activists, our electorate, and sets the stage for the most important elections really of all, and that is our most local, legislative, and county elections.
Meyer says voters should also be on the lookout for visits from candidates and, of course, political ads.
The candidates will be paying attention to South Carolina. They will be having events all over the state, and they will be running a lot of television ads that you will be seeing during your commercial breaks.
News 19 Republican insider strategist Dave Wilson says the year is also expected to be a really impactful one for the Republican candidates, too. Having so many candidates still on the ballot, South Carolina will have a say in whose name will be on the November ticket.
As soon as New Hampshire is over with, you expect to see Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley crisscrossing the state, along with folks like Vivek Ramaswamy and Chris Christie, trying to win South Carolina votes.
And he says South Carolina voters have been accurately predicting presidential candidates for decades.
10 out of the last primaries since the days of Ronald Reagan, whoever won South Carolina ends up being the nominee, honestly, for both parties.
All right, now let's take a look at those registration deadlines. If you plan on voting in the primaries for the Democratic primary, listen up, some important information. Tomorrow is the last day to register yourself. That is Thursday, January 4th, and the deadline for the Republican primary registration is January 25th. For more information on how you can register, you can visit WLTX.com. Reporting in studio, Nate Stanley, News 19, WLTX.